Lance, for the first time, I'm opening your head again. Eri performs brain surgery on her dolls? Is that what's happening? Also, how can it be the first time if you're doing this again? It would be the first time in a while, certainly, but not the first time. Just saying. Let's see... I definitely remember opening it like this when I first bought you. No, I'm scared. What if it goes wrong? But I have to change the eyeballs. What? Let's take a deep breath first. Lance, if I end up making a mistake, don't forget this wretched owner of yours. You're my first ball-joint doll, so I have no choice. Sorry I'm a beginner. Lance, please, please let me succeed. I don't think the doll has an actual influence on that part. It's morning. I think I dreamed something last night. I think Lance was in my dream. Was it the first time I changed a doll's eyeballs? That's something you can do with ball-joint dolls? Okay. Why did I suddenly dream about that? Well, you were talking about Lance's blue eyes last time, so... maybe you want to change his eye color to brown? I reach out for my smartphone. And aside from that, nothing new. Good luck on your exam. Lance sent this text last night. I've been talking to him a lot, so maybe that's why I dreamed about him. If I think about it, I have a lot of funny memories of Lance when he was a doll. He was my first doll, so I made a lot of mistakes, but I was just that excited. What time is it now? It was already 8. Today's exam day. Let's do this! Thanks to Lance's notes, I could study harder than usual.
그럼 시험을 시작하겠다. 전부 보던 교과서는 가방 안으로 넣어.
The exam started. Oh, I forgot. You actually take exams in this game. Now, they don't usually include questions that you'd see in, actual tests. They mostly ask things about the game. Like what type the doll is, what they do, where they came from, that sort of stuff. Most of the stuff you find out as you play through the game. Other stuff you just figure out with your head. But they do ask a few things about background appearances, which can be, pretty off-putting. On Yuri's route, I got a B+. So, let's see how well I'll do in this one. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. No? Yes? Yes. He actually has 3 cats. Yes. Yes? Yes? A+! That's wonderful! There were a lot of yes answers there, of course, but I guess that's just how they picked them this time around. What really wondered me is... they asked about Cheritz? The company that made this game? They were all aliens? What? That was a total trick question for me. Was that ever answered? But it seems like they aren't aliens, so that's okay. Still, I got a perfect score. Usually, once you complete certain things in the game, you go through the route a certain certain part of the route, or you answer correctly on a midterm or another mini game, well, you end up getting parts of a diary of one of the characters. Now, I already unlocked Yano's page 3 diary, which I would usually get here, so I didn't get it here. That sounded like a paradox. Either way, I have Yano page 3 diary, so I'm not getting it again, if you want to call it that. So we can look at them later. I'm gonna do that some other time. The exam ended. Good job, everyone. Yeah, good job. I got an A+. As soon as the exam ended, everyone plopped down on their desks. I feel as if my lifespan just got shorter. It's over. I turned my head and found Lance packing his bag to head out. Still plopped down on my desk, I looked at Lance. Lance? How did you do?
모르겠습니다. 결과가 나와 봐야 알겠죠.
Well, of course, just, what kind of a feeling do you have over having completed the test? Good, bad, indifferent, whatever? Well, you were always smart. Maybe you'll be the first in class.
딱히 등수에 집착하지는 않습니다. 어차피 시험은 자기 지식을 확인하는 것뿐이니까요. 따로 공부하는 건 없었습니다.
방금 그 말 전국 1등이 TV에 나와 인터뷰할 때 자주 하는 말 같았어. 왜 있잖아. 전 따로 공부하지 않아요. 기본에 충실하기만 해요. 과외는 안 하고 교과서만 봤어요. 이런 거 말이야.
Soy pouted with her pretty mouth. The exam must have been really difficult. Hey, Lance. I was able to get through the exam much easier thanks to Lance's notes. I wanted to say thanks. You want to go to Banjul now that the exams are over? I asked, thinking we could get lemon tea together.
오, 이것은 데이트 신청?
Just because you go somewhere with someone doesn't automatically make it a date, Soy. Come on. What? What do you mean by date? Nah. I waved my hand, surprised by what Soy said. A date? It's nothing like that. Wait. Is it really nothing like that? I suddenly feel heated. Well, we could all go together?
아니. 나는 신비랑 노래방 갈 거야.
그럼 저도 같이 가도 될까요? 염치를 무릅쓰고.
Oh, you want to come too? Well, sure.
병아리도 같이 노래 부르자.
야, 저기 놔주세요.
Shinbi grabbed Yano.
연호야, 노래방 가고 싶지? 그치?
그게...
그럼 잘 다녀와.
Lance seemed to sigh a bit. And he looked at me.
갈까요?
Yeah. Well, since everyone said no, we'll have to go by ourselves. I laughed awkwardly and came out of the classroom with Lance. I was just really glad exams are over. And besides, Lance is right next to me. It's the first time going anywhere with him just by ourselves. Tay mustn't be here.
어서 오세요. 오늘 태희군은 아르바이트 쉬는 날이에요.
You know, you'd think that Tay would keep his work schedule somewhere where everyone could see it or mention when he's off work or not.
오늘은 두 분이신가요? 이쪽으로 안내해드릴게요.
Oh, thank you. Lance didn't say anything and followed Xion and me. 2 candied lemon tea, please. I ordered without asking Lance, but he didn't seem to mind. Xion left after taking our order, and it was just me and Lance again, who apparently changed out of his clothes between going out of school and getting in here. It's the first time coming here by ourselves.
그렇군요.
I'm so happy exams are over now. The math test was really easy thanks to you. Thanks, Lance.
별로 고마워할 것까지는 없습니다. 당신에게 도움이 되었다면 다행이군요.
I was quite surprised to see Lance say that. I felt like his invisible wall was almost gone. I'm glad he now knows how to be kind to people and respond to gratitude. Soy's been saying that the Ice Prince's ice is melting nowadays.
시덥잖은 소문이군요.
No, it's a good rumor. It means you're nicer to people now. Remember what I told you before? I remember what I told him at the rooftop after that fuss at the cafeteria.
당신은 주위와의 온도를 조금만 높여보려고 말했죠. 그리고
And the manners you have to keep around girls. You also have to keep manners around guys. Just saying. That already feels like such a long time ago. I agree. I felt thankful that Lance tried to do what I asked. Thanks for trying. I feel happy to see you change. Huh?
아니, 갑자기 그런 생각이 들었습니다. 방금 당신이 웃는 모습을 보니까
Seeing me smile?
당신의 미소는 볼 때마다 날
주문하신 음료
Lance was interrupted. I was kind of waiting for someone to interrupt here at that point. Oh, Mr. Hobin.
기억하고 계시는군요. 시온도 바빠서 저도 같이 서빙 중입니다.
Thank you so much. Mr. Hobin laid down 2 cups of lemon tea and disappeared. It smelled so nice, the fresh lemon scent. Tay recommended this to me when I first came to the cafe. It was such a good choice. Oh, right. Weren't you saying something?
아무것도 아닙니다.
It's not like I was going to say that I like you or anything. I'm pretty sure I was talking about my smile. Did I hear wrong? Now that the exams are over, all we have to do is prepare for the festival.
그렇군요.
How's the conductor job? Is it going well? What about you and the play? I don't think that was resolved in the last video.
특별한 일은 없었습니다. 누구나 할 수 있는 일이니까요.
Lance? He must still have what Red said in mind. I remembered what I wanted to tell Lance after all that happened. You'll be great. I don't think it's an easy job. You'll be able to be much more meticulous and careful than other people. A festival conductor is really an important job. Depending on how you look at it, you can say that anyone could do it, but you'll be great at it. Because it's you, Lance. You know, considering this scene of changing the eyeballs of the dolls, they do mention that, you know, if something happens to the dolls, it happens to the, you know, body of the human dolls. Could she change their eye color? I'm wondering if she changes the eye color eyeballs, you know, on the dolls, does it suddenly reflect on them? I'm curious. Did I exaggerate too much? I was honestly a bit upset when Red said that anyone could do the job. You're really good at being a discipline guide. That's because it's you. I didn't want your job to be something anyone could do.
고맙습니다.
Huh? I was a bit flustered since I didn't think it was something to be thanked about.
열심히 해야겠는걸요? 당신이 말했던 대로 나만이 할 수 있는 부분도 있을 테니까요.
Yeah. Yes, you're right. Lance, you're amazing. You're smart, you're rational, you're fair. Really so... I almost said really so like a prince. What am I saying? Anyways, you really helped me with the math exam. Thanks. He seemed to be a bit embarrassed, saying still like that. Since I'm already saying thanks, you've helped me so many times, not just this once. I want to thank you for all of that.
지금까지 말입니까?
Yes. From the tiniest things up until today, there were so many things to thank him for. There was so much that I even felt a bit sorry. Of course, the thing I'm most thankful about is, yes, that. Thank you so much for being with me from the start. When no one was beside me, you were there with me. Thank you.
당신의 할아버지가 돌아가셨을 때를 떠올리는 겁니까?
I was so glad that Lance was beside me then. The huge empty house full of memories of Grandpa and my parents who tried to take me with them pained me. I could get through it because Lance was by my side. Getting through loneliness was the most difficult thing. And Lance filled that empty spot. If it wasn't for Lance, I would never have overcome my loneliness, and I wouldn't be as positive as I am. It may have been Lance who let me stay with my memories of Grandpa despite my parents' disapproval. You know I went to Grandpa's room when you were sick? I honestly don't try to go in there, because I remember Grandpa every time. I was scared. I didn't feel brave enough to recall my memories with him. I felt like I'd have to face my memories of him if I go into that room. That was my honest thought. I know in my head that Grandpa already passed away, but I didn't want to acknowledge it with my heart.
당신은 아직도 할아버지를 많이 그리워하고 있습니다.
Well, it has only been a year.
어쩌면 그건 당연한 겁니다. 당신은 그 사람을 많이 좋아했으니까요. 그건 인형인 나도 알 수 있었습니다.
Other dolls probably won't understand. But Lance is a doll that knows about Grandpa. So I could easily nod at his words. He's right. I still miss Grandpa very much.
그러니까 너무 무리하지 않아도 됩니다. 천천히 익숙해지면 됩니다.
Lance. Huh? I was just about to reply to his comforting words when my phone rang. I saw the caller ID and number on the screen. It was Mom. Hello?
엄마야. 갑작스럽지만 오늘 귀국하게 됐어.
Today?
오늘 같이 저녁이라도 먹자꾸나.
Oh, okay. Where should I go?
예전에 엄마 아빠 자주 머물던 호텔 기억하니? 공항 근처에 호텔 있지? 거기서 만나자.
I don't know about Korea, but I'm pretty sure our airport has several hotels near it. Oh, then...
1시간 뒤에 그리로 올 수 있겠니?
So soon? I'll have to take a cab right now.
그렇게 하렴.
Alright. See you soon. They must really have just arrived at the airport since the call ended briefly. An hour later, it takes at least 40 minutes for me to get to the hotel. Always so abrupt as usual.
부모님입니까?
Yeah, they're here. They want me to have dinner.
그렇군요.
I think I have to get a cab right now.
저
Yeah?
무슨 일이 있으면 연락하십시오. 혹시 무슨 일이 있을지도 모르니까요.
Oh. It's the first time Lance told me to call him. It wasn't anything to get embarrassed about, but just now my heart began to beat fast. Yeah, of course, I will. Even when I left the cafe with Lance, my heart was still beating fast. I didn't know why I was trembling so much. It was nothing. She told me we'd see each other soon, but I didn't know it'd be this soon. I didn't even think about my parents this morning, and now we're having this fancy meal together. The clatter of silverware and calm classical music harmonized together. My parents always liked to dine at a hotel. Probably because it's simple and seems elegant.
여보, 얘 좀 밝아진 것 같지 않아요?
그러게. 요새 기분 좋은 일이라도 있니?
Living with 5 guys together and one of them running around half naked is always making me happy. I mean, I did well on an exam. That's why I'm happy. Yes. Do I look that way? Well, I met a lot of friends recently, so it's been fun going to the academy.
잘 지내는 걸 보니 다행이구나. 어릴 적에는 그렇게 인형만 가지고 놀더니 친구들과도 잘 어울려서 다행이야.
I still play with dolls. Until very recently. Now I'm even living with human versions of them. But I can't tell them that. They will never believe such a ridiculous story of living with dolls that have come to life. Well, they don't really know much about ball-joint dolls in the first place.
아버지가 돌아가시고 너 혼자 걱정이었는데 잘 해내가고 있는 것 같아 자랑스럽구나.
정말이지. 넌 친구가 많은 성격도 아니고 할아버지랑만 잘 지내서 걱정이었어. 할아버지가 돌아가시면 외로워할 것 같았거든. 하지만 친구들이 많이 생겼다니 다행이구나. 내가 걱정했던 건 기우였나 보다. 그렇게 할아버지 하던 애가 벌써 이렇게 컸네. 여보, 이 아이 많이 달라졌죠?
Actually, excuse me for a moment. I'm gonna check the... Okay, so voice is as high as possible already. Gonna lower the background music a little bit, because with Yuri and the parents here, you can tell that the vocal quality isn't so good. Makes it a bit difficult to hear them. I was a bit offended that she spoke about Grandpa negatively, but I didn't say anything.
이참에 할아버지에 대한 기억도 털어낼 겸 집도 싹 리모델링 해줄까?
What? Mom continued without realizing I dropped a piece of food I was trying to spare.
지금 집은 너무 구식이잖니. 텔레비전도 바꾸고 가구도 싹 새 걸로 바꾸는 게 어때?
그거 좋은 생각이에요. 자꾸 돌아가신 분의 물건이 눈에 밟히면 우울해질 수도 있으니까 말이다. 그리고 슬슬 낡아빠진 물건들도 버려야 할 때가 되지 않았니?
I laid down the silverware I was holding onto and looked at my parents. Their intentions were good, but I was upset. No, you don't have to do that.
왜? 비용이라면 걱정하지 않아도 돼.
It's not about the money. Now this chapter is called Lance and Grandpa, or Grandpa and Lance, doesn't matter. I kind of think this is the appropriate thing to say. That one isn't really gonna help much, considering, they're not talking badly about Grandpa aside from, they were worried about us interacting so much. And not me with friends and all. I want to leave Grandpa's house as it is. It's the house I lived in with Grandpa for a long time. Sometimes memories make me sad, but I don't think it's bad to be reminded of him like that. It's a house that contains all the memories Grandpa gifted me with. And not only of Grandpa, but also of Grandma. And all the new memories I've been making with the dolls. There are so many memories within that house. I don't want to get rid of it just because it's old. Well, they weren't technically talking about changing the house, they were talking about changing the furniture. It's not such a bad thing to be sad because of memories. That's how I get reminded of how much Grandpa had loved me. He's still an important person to me. I won't forget him just because we changed the furniture, and I won't change my mind about this. That is how much memories of Grandpa matter to me.
어머, 너 아직도 할아버지 타령이니?
여보, 새삼 왜 그래요? 이 아이는 어릴 때부터 늘 아버지를 따라다녔잖아요.
뭐 그래서 네 고집이 할아버지를 닮았었지. 그건 이해한다만. 그래, 네가 하고 싶은 대로 하렴.
I'm finished. Can I be excused? You can't really do that in a hotel restaurant. It's only really at home. At least that's how I think about this. My parents were about to start talking about their business, so I got up.
어머, 벌써? 호텔에 방 잡아줄 수도 있는데 자고 가도 괜찮아.
No, I have something to do tomorrow morning. I suddenly remembered the play rehearsal tomorrow morning. Yeah, the one of the play where you're like still not sure if you want to do it. Man, this feels like such a weird subplot in Lance's route. Thanks to the rehearsal, I didn't lie, but I wanted to get up even if there wasn't a reason. Because I was upset at how they talked about redecorating the house. It's not that I don't love my parents, but I can't stand it when they talk that way. I don't expect them to understand. They never spent a lot of time with me. It's natural they don't really know my thoughts and the way I live. So I can't expect them to understand everything. Well, have you ever tried explaining it to them in a way that they might possibly understand in the long run? Like, you don't have to expect them to understand it immediately, but you saying that the memories in the house mean a lot to you and that being one of the reasons why you don't want to change it could be seen as opening up to them and letting them, know what you're thinking. Not just about the house, but also about yourself and about them, which could open up dialogue and, make it easier for them to understand you. I'm just saying. But I don't want them to just guess and interfere like this. Especially with things concerning Grandpa.
택시비는 있니?
I do, don't worry. I'm sad you guys are leaving tomorrow, but I'll be off.
그래, 또 전화할게.
Okay, then... I grabbed my bag and came out to the hotel lobby. I immediately got a cab and headed home. I paid the fare and got out of the cab. If it weren't for that talk about Grandpa, we could have been more friendly towards each other. I feel bad because of it. I think back, wondering if I was too harsh to them. Considering you didn't tell them that you hate how they talk about Grandpa or anything like that. No, you weren't harsh. But in that situation, that was all I could say. I was still bothered by my dinner with them. I feel down. I had no idea they were thinking of getting rid of Grandpa's house. Again, I don't think they mentioned anything about the house, only about the stuff inside the house. Plus, the house looks pretty good. Actually looks pretty modern to me. I felt more upset since I wasn't expecting it at all.
돌아왔군요.
Lance? Were you out? I was I cannot talk anymore. I was approaching the front door when I heard Lance's voice. Lance was in front of the door. It was already dark, but he didn't seem to care.
지쳐 보입니다.
Oh, a bit.
무슨 일이 있었습니까?
Yeah, but it's nothing big. Seeing him stand still in front of me like that, I want to tell him everything that happened today. Can I tell you? Why are you laughing? Don't laugh.
그런 걸 허락받고 얘기합니까? 그럼 제가 왜 여기 서 있는 것 같습니까?
Does that mean I can tell you? But I suddenly didn't feel like talking even though he said yes. I was fidgeting when Nan spoke up first.
얘기해보세요. 들어드리겠습니다.
My parents talked about Grandpa. They were always a bit jealous that I followed Grandpa more than them. Maybe that's why, but whenever Mom saw something she didn't like in me, she always said it's because I'm like Grandpa. Again, when I was being stubborn today, she said it's because I resemble him. I don't think Mom knew how important Grandpa is to me. No, she still doesn't know. Or she would never have said that.
그런 말씀...
She said since Grandpa died, we should get rid of his things and redecorate the whole house. Saying I'll feel sad when I see his things. I remember how flustered I was when I first heard it. I wasn't flustered. I was actually hanging my jaw open. Actually, I felt flustered for a second, and then I got mad. This house is not just mine. It was Grandpa's precious house when he was alive. That thought made me feel more upset. When I heard that, I felt a bit mad. I don't want to throw away anything that contains memories of him.
하긴 당신은 물건에 담긴 추억에 집착하는 사람이니까요.
What? Obsess? Me?
네, 저번에 휴대폰을 잃어버렸을 때도 그랬지 않습니까? 추억에 담긴 물건을 잃어버리면 슬프다고 말입니다.
Come to think of it, I did say that.
당신은 그런 사람입니다. 물건을 물건으로 보지 않는 이상한 사람이죠. 그러니까 싫은 게 당연합니다. 할아버지가 쓰던 물건은 당신에게만은 단순한 물건이 아니니까요. 이미 소중한 무언가로 변해버린 거죠.
He seemed to understand all the things my parents couldn't get. Lance knows me this well. But since when? Since when did Lance know so much about me?
그래서 난 정말 행운합니다.
Huh? Lucky?
그런 이상한 사람이 나의 주인이니까요. 당신은 참 이상한 주인입니다.
I felt like I was going to be sucked into his blue eyes. My heart started to pound again.
그런 이상한 주인에게 나라는 인형은 어떻게 보일지 항상 궁금합니다. 이렇게 지금도 내 머릿속은 온통 그 생각뿐입니다.
It was different from when he went crazy feeling envious towards Red. His soft voice rang through the air and told me how he felt.
당신은 내 안에 얼마만큼의 추억을 담았을지 알고 싶습니다. 말해주세요.
I just had to start talking when he said that. I was never this aware of Lance. To me, Lance is so special I can't even put it into words. Of course, there are the memories of me making mistakes and being excited at my first ball joint doll, and the only doll that stood by my side when Grandpa died. He's my family, my friend, and my prince I always dreamed about. I'm surprised that you know this much about me. Lance, you're my precious doll I wouldn't change for the world. Is he upset because I called him a doll? After saying everything, I decided to change something since I felt like I treated him like a thing. No, you're not a doll now. I mean, a precious person.
그 말 물리기 없습니다.
Of course, just at this moment, the recording had to lag. What? I was stammering, trying to answer him when he suddenly grabbed my hands. These were definitely not the hands of a doll. They were warm and soft, and I felt like I could feel the warmth in my heart. Lance?
당신이 감기에 걸릴까 걱정됩니다.
Even if all my surroundings change, even when the things I hold dear disappear, even if Grandpa died, even if Mom really does redecorate the house, even if all the other dolls do end up disappearing, even sad things like that happen, Lance, I want you to always be by my side.
당연합니다. 시간이 허락하는 한 당신과 함께 있을 겁니다. 겨우 이렇게 당신을 만질 수 있게 됐습니다. 당신의 손을 잡을 수도, 품에 안을 수도 있게 됐어요. 저는 당연히 당신 곁에 있을 겁니다. 당신이 나를 통해 추억을 떠올리고 새로운 추억을 만들었으면 좋겠습니다. 그리고 당신이 보여주는 세계가 나의 전부가 되었으면 좋겠습니다. 저는 변함없는 당신의 첫 번째 인형이니까요.
It just makes me think of the ending of Absolute Boyfriend. Let's hope Lance's route doesn't end like that. I don't think my eyes can really take that again.
당신은 모를 겁니다. 사실은 내가 얼마나 불안한지 당신은 몰라. 내일이라도 다시 인형으로 돌아가 버릴까봐 내가 얼마나 두려워하는지 모르겠죠. 어느 순간 당신과 함께할 수 없게 되어버리는 게 얼마나 두려운지. 하지만 당신이 걱정할까봐 말을 꺼낼 수도 없습니다.